That's not good. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here with the Wayfinders pack. We've got coyotes, and we've got a pup out in the open. I am scrambling to get back to business here. It has been a while, and thank you guys so much for your patience with it. But we are back, and we are recording with the Wayfinders again for the first time in a while now. We have a sick pup. We have 444 is sick at present, and so I was spending a little time with him before bed. We are in growing pups, and we are pretty close to the end. Well, I guess we're not pretty close, actually. I think we're probably about to get another tick on the timer here, but we've got a little ways to go, and thankfully the pups are pretty full right now, but we are definitely going to need to hunt even for the adults in the future here. So I am going to go ahead and sleep now that we've resolved the coyote attack, and hopefully we'll be able to go get some food in the morning. Oh, okay, so a lot happening. First of all, pups, get back in the grass, please. We've got trouble, it looks like. There are two wolves circling here. I don't know, do I remember what pack this is? Well, they're pretty scared. Buffalo Plateau. Oh, of course, yeah, this is one of the packs that we've been having a rivalry with. Now, I did take the risk of sleeping twice. Okay, we gotta get a move on, because 41F is already taking damage, so let's get these guys moving. But yeah, we also have reached autumn, it looks like, so we are approaching the end of growing pups. We just will need to be careful. Now, I did want to check on something, because when I looked at the map, I saw something interesting. So first of all, if we look at our quest, oh, that's bad. All right, we need to probably bring back some food for the sick pup, otherwise that's gonna be a real big problem. I thought he'd eaten more. So we are a little bit closer to finishing here, but if we look at the map, you can see Coyote Creek is completely gone, but we now have 4 packs. We've got Malin Creek, Lava Creek, Buffalo Plateau, which of course we've seen. I think we've interacted with Lava Creek before as well, and then Carpenter Lake, who I'm pretty sure we have also interacted with. But if we look at our known wolves here, yeah, so something pretty interesting has happened. We actually haven't met anyone from Lava Creek. There is a dispersal that's running around from Lava Creek, but Aretha, our daughter from the first year, seems like she's founded a pack of her own. Now, knowing Aretha and her ambition, that could get to be a problem for us. We're going to be having to keep a close eye. I think Malin Creek is the one that she's from, so we're going to have to keep a close eye on them. Now, she's pretty far away. She's actually up north in the hunting zone. That's a bold choice for where to put a territory. We'll have to be kind of careful about that. But yeah, we'll see what becomes of her and her story as this unfolds. However, we need to find something quickly to bring back here, I think. Oh gosh, because I don't want the sick pup to take a lot of damage. In fact, ideally, I think if we could just find a hare. There is one here. Is this the correct direction? Okay, yes, I'm gonna try to track down this hare and just see if we can get a little food to that sick pup, because otherwise we're gonna have a bad day here. Come on. But yeah, we really need to get everybody fed. All right, this should help tide over the hunger, I think. I'm gonna see if we can get only the sick pup to eat. So this would be, gosh, 44M, yes. All right, so if everybody else, if we can send everybody, well, here, the concern is how slow he's gonna be to move. I don't want the other pups rushing it first. No! That's gonna be not great. Can we please put this here so you can get to it? It's gonna be hard to make sure that he's the one who actually eats from it, especially when he's standing here howling. Yeah, that might be an issue. Okay, he'll get some here. He'll get some here. That should help. We just need him out of the orange here, because while pups can't die from illness directly, they can still die from starvation, and illness is not going to help with that. The other problem is I do not smell any elk herds, so that's great. We are jumping right back into the thick of things, aren't we? Oh. I was just bringing back another hare, but it looks like Meadow is now heading out. We'll create a new save here and continue as Aden, of course, but yeah, I guess we are getting to the season when it's prime time to disperse. I'm gonna make sure that the pups eat, especially, whoa, okay, nope, darn it. They're all gonna get to it first, all right. Yeah, we may just need to hurry and hunt. I think that's probably gonna be what happens here, but let's send these guys back in the grass. I'm gonna actually bring everybody with us this time, and let's see if we can go find Meadow and actually say goodbye here. Where did you go? No, you left without saying goodbye. Huckleberry, did you follow the trail? That's Buffalo Plateau. Where did Meadow go? Meadow's actually slipped away quite quietly, but I do want to come back and try to feed these guys. I've just been hunting hares again. I want to be so careful that the pups that are low get to eat. Now, that's going to be all of them very soon here. I shouldn't have slept twice. I think we had our little time skip over, oh no, over the course of this. All right, we just need to find something else to eat here. I guess there is a hare somewhere. This is giving me flashbacks to Maple all over again. Now I think we've got a hare over this direction, but I do actually smell an elk herd now. Okay, just now. Yeah, this will be better for us. Okay, I'm gonna bring back the hare as well, but now we actually have a herd that we can go and hunt. That should be better. I think we'll be fine. We just need to really make sure that the sick pup doesn't drop too low on health. I did not expect to launch back into immediate stress. I forgot how intense things were with how we left them off. All right, quickly eat food, please. Ideally, all of it if you can. Oh, the sick pups are so slow. It makes sense, but it's so rough. Okay, found the elk herd. We need to steer them back towards the rendezvous immediately and get moving because we do not have time for this. We need to bring one down like yesterday. We have several pups that are already taking damage. I was hoping I could have slept for part of the night, but I don't think you can do that when you dream, so that was unfortunate. Now, if any of them fall, we're just gonna have to swarm, but honestly, the closer that we get to the rendezvous site, the better at this point. We do not want to have to... Oh, Raven's got an injury. Raven's actually found... Okay, Raven's found one to attack. This is a calf, but you know what? It's better than nothing at this point. We just need a fast kill here. In fact, maybe I'll even try going after the mother too, just to see if we can get her down. No, I don't think we're going to, but that's fine. We just need to eat fast and get back. That's the most important thing. I think as long as we bring back food, we should be fine. We're close enough to the end of Young Hunters or not Young Hunters. We're close enough to the start of Young Hunters and the end of Growing Pups that I think we'll be okay. We just need to really get a move on. Oh, there's Meadow. Getting chased by bison. Girl, be careful. We don't have time for a long reunion, but I hadn't actually found her earlier, so I do at least want to give her a little tail wag send off. We can't howl because our mouth is full and our pups are taking damage, so we really can't stay long. But I'm glad that we saw her at least. I was looking for her, but her trail was a little convoluted, so we hadn't actually managed to bump into her. In any case, we should be good now. She must have kind of stuck around to make sure everybody was going to be all right as she was heading out. It's kind of a precarious time to do that, but I think as long as we can feed everybody and then sleep, we'll have the chance for them to recover. I think we'll be all right. We just got to get their health up because some of them are, oh gosh, 41F has dropped a scary amount. We might... No, I think what we're going to want to do is sleep once and then recover some energy and then hunt again without sleeping twice. However, I do want this hare because all the food that we can get is going to be helpful. I think we're good. I think we're back on track, but this is going to be a little dicey. Well, that's a big relief. Okay. Whew. I'm not sleeping twice. I'm just gonna feed these guys now, and hopefully we have enough to get them up to full, because then maybe we can sleep a little bit longer. Never mind, we've got trouble, I think. Is that coyotes? I see something. Alright, everybody's going back. Get out of here. I know we've been chasing down and killing them in the past, but we don't have time for that right now. Aden cannot be bothered. They're not enough of a threat. 19% health, better than it could be. It's fine. We can make do with this. We just got to get through the last few days here before these guys are big and strong enough to start hunting for themselves, and then finally we'll be able to start really getting back on our feet. Now I wanted to look as well. It looks like things are going okay. Mountain Creek is kind of getting blocked in. Aretha's still alive, although unfortunately, as we found out recently, a few episodes back, Blackberry did pass away of unknown causes. I'm going to be watching Aretha very closely. We don't know who her mate is either. She must have found someone out there. We haven't met a lot of the dispersals, so I'm not surprised we don't know who he is. But we'll see. I have a feeling that knowing Aretha, they'll pay a visit at some point. But I don't know if it'll be this year or not. I'm sure she'll show her face again at some point, and I'm a little nervous for when that happens. She might want to prove her strength to her father, and I just hope that she doesn't get someone hurt in the process. She's a good wolf, but she's always been kind of a reckless one. Whew. Oh, that's a relief to wake up to. I was gonna say, at least we made it through that night, and we're able to fully rest, but that's even better. Now we can set out, really start claiming our territory again, reinforcing that, and properly teach these guys to hunt. Alright, until your new pups are born next year, your pack is nomadic, following the elk herds. Time to start the Young Hunter's quest. And it does smell like there's an elk herd up ahead. I want to be a little bit careful though, because it looks like a 44M has not fully recovered his health. We definitely need to hunt, but we might want to ask him to stay out of the first one. Oh gosh, I forgot what a massive freaking territory we've got too. That's going to be kind of a pain to maintain, but we've pulled it off in previous years. I'm sure this one will be no different. Oh, that's a precarious place for a herd. Good heavens. All right, let's see if we can spur them into running. We're a pretty large pack, so I can't imagine we'd have a terrible amount of trouble with that. I just don't want them to plunge straight over the edge of the cliff. Oh boy. All right, hopefully because these guys are still young and inexperienced, they won't be bold enough to rush in too much. We might have to woof some of them out if they do though. But I want these guys away from the cliffs. Goodness sakes. Yeah, this is gonna get to be a tricky one. Now, of course, tradition is to name the pups after their first hunt here, which this will be. So we'll get to give their names to all who survive after this. And I'm sure you guys have been sending them in the comments of the previous episodes. Oh, we'll go ahead and go after her because she's fallen. Unfortunately for her, she's the one who gets swarmed, and hopefully this will make for a first successful hunt. But yeah, this is going to be your last chance to send in those names, as we'll be picking them for the next episode. And by the looks of it, yeah, I think we're going to be able to bring her down. Her health drains so fast with this many wolves. We have a very large pack. Oh, careful, 44M. We really do. Like, how many wolves do we actually have? We have 5 young hunters, and then we've got 7 subordinates plus Raven. Aden is 9 adults and 5 young hunters. So that's pretty insane. I would not be surprised if we have several of these, some of the older adults start to set out on their own sooner rather than later, just considering how freaking many there are. But that's it. They've had their first successful hunt after a very precarious growing pups. I'm glad we pulled through because, man, when the hunger starts depleting health, it can go really, really fast. And thankfully, all of them turned out to be okay. Now I'm gonna let these guys mark a little bit of territory, and I think we'll touch base after that because I just kind of want to boost up the borders here more than anything. Do we? No, some of them still need to eat. Those border hexes, though, are going to be really important because this is the time of year when packs are all looking to expand their territory, and after having been here for several years, I think Aden knows that very, very well. So we want to make sure we stay on top of that and don't have strangers slipping in at the corners here. That would not be good. And while I don't know... Well, I actually don't know. Oh, there's the plane. I don't know about Lava Creek up here, but I have a feeling the others are pretty weak. I think Malin Creek is probably just Aretha and her mate. Buffalo Plateau attacked us recently, so we know that they're pretty weakened. And then I think Carpenter Lake... Would that actually be... Oh gosh, did they get completely displaced? I thought that was one of the packs that we killed, but maybe it's just been a while and I'm confused. No, that looks like a new one. Were any of these wolves from the original Carpenter Lake, or is this an entirely new pack that's taken their name? Oh, hold on a moment. Buffalo Plateau is dead. I think all of them are dead. Yeah, I don't see a single wolf here that's alive, and we met some of them. I think our old rivals have met with an unfortunate fate. Well, that might not stay true for long then, that the other packs are pretty weakened. If we have another stronger pack seize that opening and move in, we could have some competition here. Well, we'll have to see, and I think the idea of Aretha having her own pack is a little nerve-wracking to Aden as well, because he's been pretty, he hasn't exactly barred any holds when it comes to dealing with the neighboring pack. He's been pretty vicious towards them, but I'm not sure he'd be so keen to turn on his own family that way. Those are, after all, his grandpups and his daughter and her mate that we're dealing with, and so I don't think he's gonna be able to be as indiscriminately aggressive as he has been. That might pose more of a challenge to him than even a larger enemy pack. Well, we've marked all through this side of the river, and now we're gonna head back to our own territory. I think this is always kind of a bittersweet place for Aden to return to, because this is really where we had our last interaction with Blackberry. He seemed like he frequented this side of the river, and it's quite probable that this is where he spent his last days too. We don't really know. It's hard for us to keep track of where exactly our dispersal children have headed off to, but yeah, it seems likely that he would have continued to hang out in this area. But our territory is primarily south of the river, and so I think we're gonna head back over here, find someplace more safely inland to settle down. This is our own little fortified, not quite island, but it may as well be because it's cut off from the rest of the map by the river, and I think Aden is happy to keep it that way. But with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and leave this off here for today, because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching and for being patient with me as I've taken a bit of a break from YouTube again. I didn't want to go on hiatus right after Saga came out, but life has been crazy and I needed to step back and just spend some time sorting things out. So thank you guys for your patience with that. I really do appreciate it. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.